Another thing that we'll notice about the Mississippian time period is that there is a plaza area. The plaza area is found just below the mound, the main mound, and this plaza area is a social area. It can be used for feast, it can be used for ceremonies or dances. It can also be used as a social place where people can just come and just visit, but it's also used as a marketplace. Our ancestors would travel from coast to coast, from east coast to west coast, from as far north into Canada all the way as far south as the Gulf Coast. And they would trade with different groups of people, and they would bring these trade goods back. And when they brought them back, they would go into the plaza area, set up a little booth, little marketplace, and begin to trade the people within the Mound Center for all of these exotic items that they brought back. Another thing that we'll notice about these Mississippian mound sites is that there is a large water source that runs beside these mound centers, and usually these large water sources are the major rivers found throughout the Southeast, and so these waterways are actually the highways, and so they are actually transporting people to and from these major trade centers. And so when we think about this early time period, but the Mississippian time period, our ancestors were majorly locked into a trade economy that existed on this continent. So when we think of trade beginning with the Southeastern Indians, we can think of it as beginning probably way back in the Paleo-Indian time period. And it's just something that just grew and grew and grew and grew. So once the Europeans came here, once they began trading with the Indian tribes here, there was no turning back because we already understood trade. We were already locked into a trade economy, and once that first European item was traded to any of the Southeastern Indians, immediately we're locked into that world trade good market. And so really it begins very early for us.